Hi, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. I am a makeup artist and a book lover, and today I didn't feel like filming, so I did a get ready with me. So I just haven't been feeling the greatest lately, which, you know, blame that time of the month. It is what it is, but I just wanted to get something done with filming, but I didn't know what to film, so I did a get ready with me where I used some of my Project Pan items, and then I used a palette that I haven't used in a while, and I'm feeling good with this makeup. I really like it. I'm not going to keep this intro too long, so if you're interested in this makeup look and this get ready with me, just go ahead and keep on watching. I'm gonna assume my lighting is okay and just jump into doing my makeup. So I just feel like sitting down and playing with some makeup, not doing anything like extravagant, just kind of chatting. I haven't been feeling the best lately. Hold on, there's children yelling. I need to eventually get a microphone so I can kind of cancel out the outside noise, because the neighbors' children are just driving me crazy. Anyways, I am going to just be doing my makeup. We can talk a little bit. I don't really have much going on, but I am going to be pulling out the products I'm using. So I'm going to be using a lot of the products that I pulled for my Project Pan. So I'm so close to being done with some things, and so not close to being done with other things. But when I tell you I am so sick of my apartment and the children that live here, like why they feel the need to scream for hours a day, I do not know. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I don't know how much I have in this because it's such a weird tube. I'll say I'm like halfway through it. I'm going to do about that much. Probably should have put a moisturizer down. Whatever. I'm not doing anything today. I'm not going anywhere. I worked in the morning, so this is just me just starting my makeup just super late in the day. I told myself I needed to film today, so here I am. Oh, this hair is gonna bother me. I'm trying to grow my hair out, but I hate wearing it down. Make it make sense. Like, why even bother growing my hair out? I'm going to quickly do my brows. Just fill in with my Anastasia brow pencil. I am back to using this. I love it. I have a couple backups of a couple different shades. This one I'm currently using is Auburn, which fits because red hair. I am thinking about cutting my hair, giving myself bangs again, but I don't know. Bangs are a commitment that I don't know if I want to commit to again. So I'm just going to fill these in really quick and then move on to foundation. Good enough for now. I am going to be using the About Face, the Performer foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations, which I talked about in my go-to summer products. I still don't know how this works on a super hot day because I haven't worn makeup on a super hot day yet, but this is a beautiful foundation. I love it. And I have it in the shade F-Zero Cool because pale. I had a comment on one of my videos, I think it was my Ipsy video. I didn't respond to it, I didn't delete it, it's whatever. Engagement is engagement. But they said that it's something like I talk too much with my hands so they can't even watch the video. It's like, okay. I have to talk with my hands, otherwise words don't come out of my mouth. My husband says the same thing, like me talking with my hands annoys him. Like, not always. Sometimes when I am trying to get my thoughts out, my hands move very, very fast and it bothers him, but you know, it also doesn't bother him. It's just something he's known about me since we've been together, so, you know, he chose to marry me still, knowing all this, but I love this foundation. It is such a beautiful finish. It lasts well on me. There's a light enough shade for me. Sometimes it might be a little bit too light. Also, if my neck looks red or another color, it's just my side lights because I like to have the lights and I don't really account for them looking weird on me. I do have a pretty painful breakout here when I had one right over here the other day, and it's been an issue. I don't really have that much acne. It's usually more hormones, and since it's my time of the month, this happened last week, this has happened currently, as you know, my time of the month is happening, and I just feel like crap. But continue on. This is the NYX Wonderstick. I used the contour. Look how much I have left of this. Barely anything. I'm so excited. You know, I love this, but it's affordable, so it's not like I can't not just pick it up again. I do put this on my nose, and I really do not do nose contour well. I don't, but it is what it is. It kind of just all gets covered up, and I do a little bit around my lips just to make my lips look a little bigger. Sometimes when you do a shadow here, it works better when you don't do anything else like eyeshadow or anything, but you put a little bit here up, it kind of lifts the face a bit. I'm hoping I can finish this by the end of the month. Hopefully. It is literally halfway through today. Today's the 15th when I'm filming this. I need to wash my brushes again, and I don't want to. Enough about me for now. How has everybody been doing? I know I've gained quite a few subscribers over the past couple months with, you know, uploading more frequently, which is great. I'm still not to the point of monetization, but it's nice seeing my numbers go up a bit. This will look worse before it looks better. Just trust the process. Do not like what I did on my lips though. And you know what? Concealer can fix a lot. Anyways, yes, tell me how you've been, what's going on, do you have any summer plans? I know the Memorial Weekend is coming up, which is like the unofficial kickoff to summer, which I might just start counting Memorial Day as like the first day of summer, because I've said it before, my dad passed away on the first day of summer, which would be 2 years ago this year, and I've always hated summer, and now I just have an even bigger reason to hate it, so I'm not looking forward to June at all. You know, I like June for Pride Month, and I like it for, you know, it signifies like school's out, kids can enjoy the summertime, but I don't know, for me personally, like June is just bad, and even like the beginning of August I'm not a fan of. July's fine. July is July. My husband's birthday is in July. I love him. Fenty concealer. This is the Pro Filt'r concealer, and I have the shade 100, which I am scraping the sides of this because I believe I don't have too much left. I'm just going to place it like here. Also, I have a mirror to the side here. That's what I've been looking at. Anyways, what else is there to talk about? Summer. Yeah, hate summer. It's also almost been the end of June. June 24th will be a year since I took my first adult trip to the ER because of the thunderclap headache. Has not happened again, thankfully, but I am terrified of it happening. So anytime I get like a little bit of a headache, I freak out, and then I have to remind myself, hey, I didn't drink enough water today, or hey, I haven't eaten, therefore head's gonna hurt, or hey, you've been staring at your phone way too long, you need to take a break, or hey, you're wearing your glasses too long, or you're not wearing your glasses long enough, and it's like, not everything means I'm dying. You know, when I first tried this concealer, I wasn't like that impressed with it, but I actually really do like it. I don't know if I will go out of my way to repurchase it again, but I don't hate it. I am liking how everything is looking, and I'm gonna set really quick with my Elli Beauty. This is the baked powder. One of my favorite powders. I'm glad I have it back in my life. I was going to use the she has one called Glow Off, but it's just a little bit too dark on my skin, and I have to use it very strategically because it's shimmery, and like I like it. I like the effect that it has, but I am so pale that like if I'm using a powder and it has shimmer in it, it has to be like white. I'm just using a little brush to set. I flip-flop between brushes like this and then one of the like puff pads, whatever they're called. Powder puffs. Whatever. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Both work great. Just sometimes I forget how much I like using a brush. Oh, I should have used a new powder that I got. I got a PR package from One Size, and it's very exciting. It's the new powders that Patrick Star launched. The Ultra Peach and then like whatever, 2 other shades. I forget off the top of my head. They're so pretty, but I don't think that they're gonna work for me because pale. Usually if I'm going for like a colored powder, when it's gonna like brighten or something, I will go for like a pink because that works better with my undertone. This is my Kiko Milano powder. I still don't know if this powder does anything. Like, obviously it does set my face. My face doesn't feel tacky after I use this, but in general, I don't know what else it does. And like, I don't think it's available on their website. I did originally buy this on Ulta, but it's like, I've been using this like every day I do my makeup and I feel like I haven't made a dent. Like, there is a like hole in here, but that's because I like dug my fingernail just to like find the bottom. It's weird. Going in with my Nabla Freckle marker. I do really like this. I do still think I prefer my Freck over it, but with this one I like going in with my finger and then dabbing it on and then blending it out that way. It's a little bit more natural, and I like doing it before my, you know, bronzer, blush, highlight, because it makes it look a little bit, you know, more normal slash natural slash I have freckles, but it gets covered up with my foundation, so I like adding fake ones in. I just hate doing this because then like my finger is like spotted, but it is what it is. Like, obviously you can just like go in like this, but I don't know. Everyone has their preferred way of doing faux freckles. Some people really hate them. I used to be a hater of them, and then I tried them and I was like, wait, this is really cute. But I also used to be a hater on people that, you know, call themselves a ginger just because they dyed their hair ginger. Now I just don't care. As long as they don't claim that they are a natural born redhead, good enough for now. Stay hydrated. I think I'm gonna make a smoothie when I'm done filming. That sounds good. I make like it used to be like a copycat Panera smoothie, and then I just, you know, started doing my own thing with it. I'm gonna bronze with my Nabla skin bronzing powder and a Real Techniques brush. I get a bag from Target. It's like a mix of pineapple, banana, peach, and mango. I love this bronzer. And I do about half a cup of that. And then I do about a quarter to half a cup of frozen diced avocado. And I do like 2 huge handfuls of spinach. And I do a white grape juice, like 1-to-1 ratio of that and water. And I blend it up and it's delicious and semi-healthy. I don't like spinach, like eating it, but in smoothies I love it. And I just recently started adding in the avocado. But if you want like the Panera green smoothie, it's like half a cup of frozen peach, half a cup of frozen mango, and like half a cup of white grape juice, half a cup of passion fruit juice, and ice. And I don't use ice in it in my smoothie because I find with the type of blender I have, it just works better with a little bit extra liquid. But the frozen fruit works just like ice, so it doesn't really matter. Usually I try to make my smoothie in the morning, but my brother-in-law, he doesn't get up to go for work unlike time. Like when I have to work at 7, like I can't run the blender before he gets up because it's super loud and I don't want to be rude. This is the Colourpop Twilight highlight in Vampire Skin. I chose so many other highlights for my project pan, and this is the one that I've been grabbing since I got it. It is just beautiful. I am obsessed with it. So I also like to go bronzer, highlight, blush because I feel like it just blends it a little bit better, especially if you go a little too hard with the highlight, which I tend to do. But I will never not highlight. I don't think I've ever done a makeup look where I didn't highlight. Yeah, if I jump around a lot with what I'm talking about, I apologize, but my brain is just like scattered because I'm tired and I just want to take a nap. But I don't nap. I'm not a napper. Colourpop Rustica blush. Do you see how much I have of this left? It won't go down any further, and I use it practically every day. Although I did go for like a stretch of like 5 days without putting on any makeup. So I guess another thing that has been like going on in my personal life was my cat Lilith had another abscess. So I had to take her to the emergency vet, which ended up costing $400 because emergency vets aren't cheap. They got her in. I only had to wait for like maybe an hour and a half before they could see her, and like she was only back there for maybe like 15-20 minutes. Doesn't take long. They kept her awake to drain the abscess. Last time Carl had an abscess, she had to be put under, and she was so groggy. I think Lilith had to be put under for her last one also. We don't know why they get an abscess. It's just something that happens. But she goes back in on Tuesday. The 21st will be 2 weeks since we took her into the emergency vet. And she has, you know, just an update to check to see if it was healing correctly. Because with, like, Carl, if she were to have another abscess, they said, like, she's had so many and, like, it's just really bad back there. If she were to get another one, she would have to have a major surgery. You know, fingers crossed that that does not happen. Lilith is okay. She hasn't had that many. The thing that I'm worried about most when I took Lilith in and they were taking her vitals, like, her weight's fine, her temperature was fine and everything, but she's never had this before, and they thought that they heard a heart murmur. So they want an update in a couple months to see if that's the case. They do believe it was just due to, you know, stress of the pain, the abscess, being at the vet. You know, she does not like cars and everything, so we're like hoping that was just that. I'll get more clarification when I take her in Tuesday, but I'm really hoping that it's not a heart murmur. I'm gonna set my face really quick. This is the MoBeauty Set It Up Setting Spray. I got it like here on here. There's not that much in here, but this has such an aggressive spray. Fan my face a bit. It's a nice spray. I like the effect it has on my face, but it's just a little intense. But yeah, so Lilith went to the vet, and then she got sick on top of that. I think she got sick from the vet. Just a little like kitty cold, nothing too severe. She did stop eating for a little bit, but that was because she was like really congested. So we had her in the bathroom, we steamed her, we got her wet food because she is on a dry food diet. We got her wet food because she wasn't drinking water, and wet food has more water content in it. And then we found these little drops that you would put in food and water or directly in the mouth as like I think it's like nose relief, and I think the brand is Homeopet, something like that. It was like $22 at Petco, but when we brought it up to the counter, it was our first time getting it. She was like, oh, I think this is on sale, and she's like, she gave it to us for $4. So I was like, okay, we never tried it before. If it works, it works. If not, $4 wasted. Not a big deal. But that really did seem to help her, because after like a full 24 to 36 hours of giving her the treatment, she was feeling a lot better, and she was eating more. She was like a day away from us taking her back to the vet because she wasn't eating, but you know, they've been sick before, so we've been able to just take care of them. My camera is going to shut off in a second, so I'm going to just finish up my brows. I'm going to go in with my NYX Lift and Snatch and my Anastasia Caramel Dip Brow Gel, and then I will be back to do something with my eyes. So I'm going to play with my Melt and Bailey Sarian palette today. A little bit closer to the eyes, I am going to be using Fatally Yours by Melt and Bailey Sarian. I love this palette. I don't give it as much love as I should, but I'm feeling like a simple matte look, maybe dramatic wing, maybe an inner corner moment. I don't know. For someone who doesn't want to film today or do any makeup, I sure do want to do a lot. Priming with Anastasia. I hope I have a backup of this because I am so close to being out of this. My mirror is dirty because I got setting spray on it, and now I can't see that well out of it. So I've only really played with this palette a handful of times, but like it is so pretty, and I think I want to play with like some of the warmer tones in here and just like do maybe something grunge. Going with this brush from MoBeauty Pro, the one that I have a million of, and I'm going to start with a mix of arsenic and cyanide. All of these shade names are poisons, and I may pronounce some of them wrong. Dip into both, kick off the excess. This is very powdery, but Melt has such a beautiful shadow formula. Like their mattes are wonderful. Their shimmers could use a little work. They're not as like punchy and like as amazing as some indie brands, but their mattes are phenomenal. So I'm just gonna fluff that in the crease. I'm gonna have to switch mirrors. That's driving me insane. Now I can see any sort of mistake I'm doing. As I'm filming this, like I said, I haven't been feeling well, but that's all just tied to my period this time. Mentally, I'm doing better, like, than I have been in, like, the longest time, which does equate to, you know, getting out of the apartment more, having a little extra income, you know, having some sunshine. Yes, I hate summer, but I can enjoy what summer brings, which is less seasonal depression. But I'm just curious, what sort of videos do you want to see on my channel? I cannot go out and buy a ton of makeup. Me and my husband are actively looking for a house, and we're trying to save where we can. That means I really need to stop buying books, but it is what it is. I am going to dip into, I'm going to go into the shade Ricin. This is a Game Beauty EO1 brush. I just don't know what to film, because obviously I don't have a bunch of like new makeup, so it's not like I can review a ton of stuff. And like, I try to think of like different tag videos I've seen that I could do, because sometimes those are really fun, but I honestly, I don't know. I just really don't know what to do. I'm like at a loss. I try to plan out my videos like a month-ish in advance, but I don't know anything else. Like May, I thought I had it all figured out, and I don't think I do. Only thing I know for sure, I just don't know when it's gonna happen, is I have the Colourpop and Pokemon collab coming, because I ordered hopefully I ordered the full collection. When it launched, I ordered it immediately. Like, I was on the site refreshing just so I could get it, because I knew like a lot of it was gonna sell out, which I think it did, like pretty quick. So I got the full collection, but when I got the confirmation email, it showed that I paid the full amount, the $159 for the full collection, but the breakdown in the email showed I was missing the palette, a blush, and I think one other item. I did see that they confirmed in someone's comment on their post that if it's not showing it but you bought the full collection, you'll get the full collection. So I'm just hoping that the packers got the right information, because I am going to be so upset if I don't get that palette. That was one thing that I said that I can buy, because I knew Pokemon was teased a long time ago for Colourpop, and I am such a huge fan of Pokemon. Like, literally, I have a little Charmander here, I have Bulbasaur, you can't see it, but I have a Pikachu and a Squirtle. I have half of my right leg is Pokemon tattoos. I love Pokemon. I play the games as often as I can. I rewatch the show. I am a child at heart, and I will forever love Pokemon. And I do think that they did the collection very well. Usually their collab collections are very hit or miss, and I haven't been too much of a fan of like really anything that they put out lately. But I love Pokemon so much. Okay, I need to work on this blend. I'm going to dip into, I think, Thallium, add a little bit of rustiness to this. And this is a Morphe E28. Just going to do a little bit on the tip, not too much, and then just focus this more right around that Ricin shade, just to give a further blend. Pokemon. Eventually that will come. I'm planning to do, sort of like my Bella Beauty Bar video, I'm going to do a first impression with swatches, and I'll do one look, and then I'll do another video where I do like 2 or 3 looks, because I know I'm gonna be obsessed with it. Wish I was like a little bit more creative with my looks, but I'm just working with what I can do, and I want to get into like special effects, but I don't know. Don't have that much confidence in myself. I feel like this eye is blending a little weird. I think it's just my eye shape. I had to close the windows because the kids are yelling, and now it's warm in here. My husband hates when I close the windows when he's at work, because he says it gets like super hot in here. I run cold. Like, I am always cold. Just gonna go in with a plain, nothing on it brush, and just do a light blend. I might throw a shimmer on, or like a shimmer on the inner corner. There's this person I follow, I think her name's Erin. I'm like so bad at knowing like actual people's names. I just know their usernames on like TikTok or Instagram. It's Makeup by Tigger. She always does like these really like beautiful looks, and she always puts like a glitter on the inner corner and like a wing, and like she just looks so beautiful all the time. So I might try to channel a little bit of that. I will throw up a photo so you know who I'm talking about, but like gorgeous. I want to try to do a series either on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, somewhere like that, and just like recreate some of the people that I follow, some of their makeup looks, because I follow so many insanely talented and beautiful creators and I want to be like them. But then again, I feel like weird because like I'm so old. I feel super weird when someone follows me and they're like 18 or 19 and I'm just like, hold up. Like, you hear all these stories about like guys, and even some women, like women can do it too, just like being in their 30s and talking to like, you know, a 16-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old. I find that so weird. Like, I know everybody finds it weird, but like I'm just thinking as myself, as a person in their 30s, the idea of me talking to like a 19-year-old or younger, even like 22 is pushing it. Like talking to someone that young, like it just grosses me out. Like, I don't want to be your friend because like I am so much older than you. Back in the day, me being 19 talking to like a 30-year-old didn't seem weird. Me as a 30-plus-year-old person thinking about talking to a 19-year-old, that's like jail. Jail. So I get a little weirded out when they're super young people. I know it's like I'm not trying to like judge people on their age. It's just how it makes me feel, because if I find somebody and they're like really, like I like their content and they look really creative, but then I go to their page and like in their bio and it's like 18 or like 16 or like 17, I'm just like, I'm sorry, but no. Kudos for you for being like super young and talented, but I am not trying to follow anybody that young. I'm not saying that I don't. Like, I have found that I do follow some people that are that young, but I didn't realize it at the time. And it's not like I have conversations with anybody that are super young. It's just something that has like always in the back of my mind. And like that started right when I left college, just like talking to somebody like super young. It's just weird. I never had that issue because me and my brothers were so close in age. There's literally like a year and a half apart between us, a year and a half to 2 years between us. My older brother was born in 89, I was born in 91, and my younger brother was born in 93. So yeah, roughly 2 years. So like whenever we were growing up and we had each other's friends over, like the age gap, not that crazy. But like if I had like a sibling that was like 10 plus years younger than me, like it's a little weird. Weird. Oh, I need to stop talking about this. I need to move to my lower lash line. So I'm going to go into, this is a brush from Luxie. The Luxie 213 eye shading. I like this type of brush for my lower lash line. And I think I'll go back into Thallium. Might have to get rid of this brush. It's scratchy. Anyways, what was I talking about before I got through to all the age stuff? I like how that looks, but I'm going to go in with another shadow, which would be my Sugarpill Tako. I love this shade. Such a beautiful white. And this is just an old Morphe brush. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to place that right there. So I'm going to take this on my brow bone. I think one thing about bigger beauty people, like I'm talking about like the people that were like pretty big in, you know, 2016 to 2019 and before, and like them just saying like, oh, the beauty community is dead, or it's so toxic, or blah blah blah, and like nobody's doing anything in the beauty sphere. I find that to be such BS, because if these big creators would just like look outside of their little niche, they would realize that the beauty community is thriving with a bunch of unique, creative, honest individuals. People just have to realize that the beauty community, the beauty space, is not dead. It's your corner of it is dead. Just some things just rub me the wrong way. trying to think of what I can put on my inner corner. I love that my makeup is just like right below me right now, but I just don't know what I want to do. I have all of these Colourpop Super Shock shadows, and I think I need to get rid of them because like they're old. Like these are the Raw Beauty Christie collection. There's no way those are still good. The only ones I know that should be good are some that I bought more recently. I think I'm gonna put Ritz on the inner corner. I think this one is still... Oh no, is this one dried? You know what? Never mind. It's too dry. I'm gonna have to go through the rest of my makeup with my next declutter. I know what I want to use and I don't know where I put it. I'm looking for my Get Stone palette and I have no idea where I put it. Okay, got it. I couldn't find it because I had it stored upside down because I was looking for the side and all I could see was that. But this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, Hello Ghost would be like a really great option. So would Champagne. I'm gonna do Champagne. Such a gorgeous shade. This is an old Morphe JS brush. We do not support JS in this house anymore. Just a little something something. It's not gonna be like as glittery as Makeup by Tigger. It'd be pretty regardless. And this would look better just with my finger, but I can't get to my inner corner with these nails like that. But I think I'm gonna go in right next door into Diamond and just tap that on top also. Speaking of palettes, I did not realize this because I wasn't paying attention when I bought the palette. Bella Beauty Bar's Secret Garden palette is $75. That's so expensive. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Diamond just right there. Just the way that the light catches this shimmer palette, I am so happy I got it. I'm gonna take a little bit of that right on the lid. Just right where I put that white. I love just a scattered like glitter all over the eye or scattered shimmer. Like just a full like opaque shimmer is really pretty, but there's just something about the little twinkling that happens that I am just in love with. And I'm going to take a little bit of Blue Brown and maybe a little bit of Baby Hollow, which they look a little similar, but Blue Brown is at, you know, obviously like a blue and brown shift, and Baby Hollow has just a little bit of sparkle in it. I'm gonna just tap that right on the outer edge. The blue brown shade first, and then a little bit of Baby Hollow like right in the middle. Baby Hollow is so pretty. I love a good shimmer. These two palettes together, love. Now to do the dreaded eyeliner. I think I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia one. I haven't used this one in a while. I won't do the inner corner with it if I decide, so I don't know if I could really talk and do this. Something like that. This side is always my best liner side, which works out because that is my best photographing side. Eyeliner, I think, might be a little bit bad. It's like really patchy and it's not usually. Wings totally don't match. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead, otherwise it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. And you know what? Lashes will make everything much better. I go in with my e.l.f. This is the No Budge Retractable Black Eyeliner. I use this in my waterline and to tightline. It's really great drugstore black eye pencil. I'm a fan. And this Anastasia liner is so weird on this eye. It's like sticky. This is what I have going on right now. I'm going to hop off and throw on a lash, something on my lips, put on some jewelry, and I will be back with the completed look and to wrap up this video because I know this is going to be a super long, chatty video. Alright, and here is the finished makeup look. I just threw on the You Do You lashes from Kiss, and then I went in with the Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time mascara. I really like this on my bottom lashes. It's not a bad mascara. And my lips are Likely Makeup Picnic Blanket. I am such a fan of this. This is a beautiful, wonderful color and formula. And my earrings are Fallen Pine Studio. These are the Cthulhu, like cat Thulu. You get it. But yeah, that is everything that I did. I am ready to be done filming. I know I rambled a lot, but thank you for sticking with me. Let me know down below if you have any video ideas on what you want to see on my channel. I did get a comment to do an earring collection, so I'm going to be showing you all the fun, weird earrings that I have, and I'm so excited for that. All the makeup details will be listed down below. along with all my social media links. I am artistryxashh everywhere. And if you like book content, I am Ashley with 2 H's.reads on TikTok and Instagram. But other than that, I think that's it. So if you like this video, make sure you give a thumbs up, hit the like button. I really like seeing, you know, what everyone likes on my channel and whatnot, so it does help me out. Also subscribe if you haven't already. You would make my day, my week, my month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you are seeing this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Turn this life into something that you can never run.